Hello, everybody. We are live on Lamley Extras. Nice to see all of you today here on a Sunday. Try and do a little chat with all of my friends here on Lamley Extras on Sunday, and I always try and find something cool to feature, and that is the case today. MiniGT. I got these from TSM Models. They shipped them over. It's been a couple of weeks, probably been more than that. Because and just with the Matchbox gathering and a bunch of other summer stuff, I haven't been able to get to it. I have a list of things to do. And we've got a fun video on Lamley YouTube tonight with the Flying Aces gasser. And then I've got a preview for the whatchamacallit, for the Desert Rally coming up. And then I think I've told you guys I have a very cool Hot Wheels ID video coming, something that will be a little bit of a surprise, which I think you guys will like. So anyway, we'll get to all of that in the coming days, but right now it's time to say hi to everybody here and keep this going. So we're starting with MiniGT. We'll do a little showcase, and I'll try and read your comments as we go, and we'll get from there. Okay. MiniGT, TSM Models is the ones who do it. I'm sure they've got their logo here somewhere. Well, it says True Scale Miniatures right there, but I'm trying to think. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. But they did this 164 their 164 models are MiniGT, and then Miho Exclusives does the distribution for them as well. So here in the United States, at least, and so where everywhere else in the US or everywhere else in the world, MiniGT is distributed in these boxes. And then here in the United States, you get the box, but you also get the blister too, because we're used to that, and that's what Miho likes to do. So I'm going to go off camera to open these up in just a second. I've got some of my other MiniGT out here, not everything. There's a bunch of Civics. We have one Civic, so we're going to start with that one. This is what they sent me. Like I said, I get an email from the rep over there at TSM. I'm going to take this plastic off, and then I'm going to do it off camera. You don't need to see me doing that. Anyway, they send me and they say, hey, we'd like to send you some stuff. And I say, okay. And then they send it to me. So it's kind of cool to do, and I really like showing them. MiniGT is just doing more and more. I don't get everything, of course, but what I do get, it's always fun to showcase. Honda Civic Type R Art Car Manga 2018 Paris Auto Show. So this is an auto show exclusive, obviously. There's a TSM model sticker on it. Let's just go ahead and open it up. I can't show you, maybe I can. I actually like storing them because the box, and I think it's the same with the, we'll figure that out on the blister too. So let's just say you're like me and you like to open everything. Now this is easy because you can pull the car out, there it is inside, and then you can put it back, right? And then you're all good. That's like Tomica Limited Vintage. Hot Wheels, you rip it open, it's done. Matchbox, same thing. Kind of the same thing here, in that obviously when you take it off the blister, it's done. But everything that I've got from MiniGT, even if I took it off a blister, if you open it, let's see if this is one. That one, and of course I picked the one that didn't. Let's see. Here, yeah, this one does. So I have the Civic. Now I have it actually in display, but you can actually, you get the plastic with it, and so you can actually store the car in the box, which is kind of cool for those that like me, that like to have them open, but then like to store them. So anyway, so yeah, you've got that car in there. Let's just pull it out. Move down just a little bit. Wow. Okay, that is awesome. I'm going to put these on the turntable in just a minute, so we'll do that in just a second, but check that Civic out. Well, that is really cool. I'm going to put that over here, and then we're going to try and dig into the these two blister bottles. We'll start with the Liberty Walk, and then we'll go through them. I've got some other Liberty Walk, as you can see down here, but this is in blue. Mio exclusives, USA exclusive. That's the model itself isn't USA exclusive, but this packaging is. 6,000 made. I'm assuming that's worldwide. And then here's just a bunch of information. This is obviously the Liberty Walk. Got my scissors going off camera because it's kind of hard to do in front of the camera. And I'm looking at your comments. Scott has some Tomica Skyline silhouettes. Is that the limited vintage or the premium, or what do they call it? I think that premium is pretty cool, but when you have the Tomica limited vintage, it's hard, and just when you're lost for space. Oh, okay. So this is what you do. This is what I figured. Okay, so there's the GTR. Take it out. You can take this card if you want. I don't care about that. And then you can take the box out. And if you open it, see, there it is. So you can actually, once you open it, I think that's kind of cool that they do that. Let's see, how does it go? Right like that. Probably go this way. There we go. Yeah, it doesn't fit great though. Maybe you have to slide it in. You can get it in there. It's not perfect. And if all else fails, you just put it in here and you can put it in the box. So that works. That works, but it's nice to be able to store them that way if you don't have a ton of storage space. But here's the car. Look at that. Look at that color of blue. That thing is awesome. Now I noticed that I have one other Liberty Walk with the massive spoiler on it, and then we have two with the smaller spoiler. I think this is the first issue. I think they have very similar deco, it looks like, right? Because it's one with the spoiler, one without. And then I have the gold one without the spoiler as well. So this one looks really cool, the Liberty Walk in blue. That may be my favorite color of that style. That gold one is hard to beat. All right, let's do the Pagani. I have not, obviously these other castings I've seen, but I have not opened up a Pagani yet. Now, the only thing I can compare it to, obviously, is the, well, not obviously, but the, it's dusty, the McLaren Senna. McLaren Senna is just super cool, and I think, in terms of supercars, and they're trying to do more and more of these supercars. They've done some JDM, but here, I'll get the scissors. I'm going behind here again. But a lot of you have really been loving their supercars that they do, and I just feel like, I know there's a Ford GT in the works. If I saw, there's a bunch of stuff. You just hope that they get to them, because we've been seeing a lot of MiniGT. They were a little slow out of the gate, but that was so that they could make things how they wanted this out, how they felt collectors would want them. And I think that they've done a nice job. Okay, I gotta be careful with this. There's the box. And here's the model. John's asking if I got any supers. I have not gotten any supers yet. Okay, that mirror. Oh no. That mirror. Okay, it's good. It's just a little, it just got, now they put, and I know this about it. Look at that mirror. That's too bad. Now don't fret. Don't go, oh, bad quality control. They actually do these because they feel like the mirrors are important. I remember them telling me this. They do the mirrors in a kind of a softer rubber. See that? So that they don't break, because they can be pretty brutal or brittle and they break right off. But in this case, it's just soft. So clearly it was put in the packaging and it got pushed back. But I'm sure it'll eventually, if I'm kind of behind here, kind of working it a little bit. It'll eventually fall into place. It's already started, see? And then if you look at this other mirror, it's in a perfect position. So this one will get there, but it does look kind of funny right now. That's a beautiful color. I like the wheels. It has some real detail in the interior. That two-tone steering wheel looks nice. Engine. That's really nice, but we got to get that. The mirror's already doing its thing, which is nice. And I think the use of the soft plastic is really, really smart, because if it breaks, it's done, right? So you want to be able to give it a little bit taken, even no matter how careful you are, doesn't always work. All right, let's get that in focus. There you go. Okay, I'll let me move over to our little display here. Hold on. Okay. All right, so let's walk through. Let's do the Civic first. I have quite a few Civics actually, and since we're here, and I've got them, I think, right here in my storage. So the first one I ever got from MiniGT is this one. Oh, we're way close. Zoiks. Okay, I'm trying to get this shot. There we go. So that was the first one I got. This one was from one of the auto shows. This is when they're first just starting to showcase MiniGT. So this is a 2018 like toy show version, something like that. Really, really nice casting. And when you go up close like this, you can see the details. That's why I wanted to put them in our little display here. So that was the first one. Then I got, actually, I think I got it the same time I got this blue one. I have these in a drawer, and so they do accumulate a little bit of dust occasionally. Should always make sure. And these I've had forever. So blue, then the Chase, the Chrome Chase model. And even if you look, see, that one's got some, that's what happens when you put the good light on there. If you look, this is even rubber too. So it's soft as well. So it looks like I've seen some of your comments. Looks like you guys like that idea. I do too, a lot, because, oh man, I was, especially these like these really highly detailed models. And that's one of the reasons that I think Tomy Limited Vintage doesn't put them on, because if they give you the option of putting it on. Some of you guys don't like that, but when you think about it, here's another one. When you think about it, if you if they put the mirrors on, and they do put them on some, if they feel like really secure, they give you the choice. You want to put it on, you want to put it in display and never touch the thing, you're good. But if they put the mirrors on and you're opening up the package and the first thing you do is grab it, not really knowing where the mirror is, and you just snap the thing right off, you'll be pretty disappointed. So that's why they do only mirrors on some, and then leave it optional for you to glue on and others. But if you don't want to glue them on, they don't want to leave a hole in the body. So you can see how that works. Sometimes they do. It's just kind of here and there with them, but on how Tomy Limited Vintage does it. But I really do like the rubber mirror. See, that leaves them optional. I think that's just a brilliant move. I think I've seen Tarmac do some of that too, and I think that always is nice. All right. So, and then this was the other Civic before I get to the one that's from the Paris show. God, look it up. Gotta prepare for these videos before, but I just kind of grabbed them out of the case. It's kind of nice to look at these and then see the detailing in the grill and the spoiler and all that kind of stuff. Ronald, you missed the old turntable. Do you really? I can't help you there, my friend. I still have it, but these are better. This one's a cleaner look. It's more the Lamley look from the original blog. Here's the Paris one. That is pretty. So I'm assuming this one might be more difficult to get. I haven't really looked on like eBay or whatever. I'm sure they're there. I don't know what the price is, if they're expensive or not, but I do like that style. The other ones you can definitely get. Hobby dealers, any hobby dealer that works with Miho exclusives, and you see Miho with M2, Auto World, Johnny Lightning, whole bunch of stuff. It's kind of, you know, you can, anyone who sells those is probably going to have these. I know Surplus Goodies, who I work with, has them. Okay, so going through the GTRs, if you want to look at them real quick. So there's the blue one. Once again, I think it has the soft mirrors. That one's harder to show, but it is softer. Actually, they probably come a little bit softer. So that's the blue Liberty Walk. That's not the one that I just got. I had the gray with the larger spoiler. I really do like that large spoiler on there. Get a better sense of the casting with this color and the matte gray. I've done videos where I've gone through all these GTRs, haven't I? Like, I've got so many of them, it's just ridiculous. Like, so many different brands, and I'm not even close to having all of them. It'd be too hard to do, and I don't know how worth it would be to pursue everything, but you know, I got all the Tomica Limited vintages. Obviously, I've got a few of these Mini GTs. I have Kyosho, Hot Wheels, Majorette. There's probably others I'm forgetting. Why did I put that back on? I'm sorry, guys. There's the gold one. I really like the gold. Clean, clean, clean. And then the latest one, this one's just fantastic. Looks like I gotta fix the tire a little bit on this one. Just a little piece of plastic that I'm gonna have to take off. It's pretty easy to do. I'll have to do it later though. So that looks really cool. I've got some of the other, like here is, I'm just have them sitting here. Here's a Majorette. No, is this Majorette? Yeah, here's a Majorette GTR. And they've also done the newer GTR, which I don't have right now. Majorette. Here's a Kyosho Nismo. And then another Kyosho. This one's really cool. Really cool spoiler on that one. There's probably others somewhere. But it's kind of cool to have all of these out. One day, though, I'm going to get rid of these. I always, when I see your guys' comments, and I think, like, these are just sitting in this drawer accumulating dust. And it's just like, there could be other people that could enjoy these. So I will eventually start putting some of these up as part of my Lamley Purge auctions. I have some expiring today if you want. What else do you guys want to see while we have this turntable going? I'm looking around. I got to put something up there right here. We'll put the McLaren. Everyone, you guys, and by the way, I get a lot of requests for these models I show, especially those Purge models, or those dump bin models. We had the contest, the little drawing, and I'm guessing probably over 400 emails and messages about those cars. And because I get that many, I just will put those that I'm going to donate a lot of them, but some of them that I think people might want, I'm going to put on eBay. I figure that gives people the best chance. Plus, you know, I can get something in return and then, you know, buy something else or put it towards my daughter's college or whatever. So I'll just keep building little lots and putting those cars up. And if you really want them, you can grab them. And certain of them that come from my collection, I will add those cards. Some of you guys don't care about it, others do. You can just throw them away if you don't want it, if you do win the auction. So those cards where I write down and I sign it for those that want it. So I can do that too. But that makes it easy because I get so many requests. So see Jesse saying I'll buy all your Oldsmobiles. Well, I'll put them up and let everybody who wants the Oldsmobiles get a chance at them. But those who won the contest, I'm actually compiling all that and I'll be sending those out to those who won probably tomorrow. So what else you guys want to see? We are about 20 minutes in. We can go 10 more minutes before I shut this down. If there's some, I always try and take requests, and if I can get to these cars, I'll do it. I want to show you guys something I think is cool. And I'll probably showcase these next week. Here, hold on. There we go. I'll probably showcase these next week, but there's this Facebook group, the 100% Canadian Diecast Connection. It's a diecast Facebook group for only Canadian collectors, which is kind of cool. Of which I am not one because I don't live in Canada, but they've created this group and they were able to work out a deal with Johnny Lightning to do some exclusives. And see if I can get that in focus there. And so they've done these exclusives, and they are very, very cool. And I'm gonna showcase these probably next week here on the Lamley Extras channel. They even sent over a white, which is really cool. So I'll showcase those. Those came yesterday, and they'll be fun to showcase. But that's a neat little Facebook group, and that was nice of them to send that over. Okay, what else do you guys want to see while we're here? Any news on the next batch of ID cars? Yes, there's an ID video coming, and if you look right over here, look right over there, I've got them. So I don't have all of them. I have some of the licensed. I have 4 right now. I know there's going to be more, and I'm not entirely sure when they're coming out. I would assume if they're doing it monthly, it's going to be very soon, if not tomorrow. I was trying to find out. And then I did get something from Mattel the other day, which I think is really interesting. I'm going to do a video on that. I'm actually going to create the video today. I'll probably post it Tuesday or Wednesday. Really interesting little development, which I think a lot of you guys will like. So we'll get to it. It just the little hint is chase cars. So anyway, we'll get to that in a little bit. What else do you guys want to see? Or ask a question or whatever. C8 Corvette. Matchbox is doing one. Obviously, I don't. I don't have it. We're far away. What do I think about the Tomica Walmart cars? Well, Tomica's PR department for the U.S. actually just contacted me and asked if I wanted to show them. I told them sure. So they're sending me, I guess, the first batch and the second batch. I don't think I'm getting the second batch yet. Obviously, the first batch is already in stores. I haven't seen it myself. I think it's great that the basic Tomicas are here. I hope that a lot of people embrace them. It's, the more the better is my opinion. I wouldn't be afraid of the $499 price. I know it's a lot more than a $1 car, and it's something that I think we in the U.S. have to get used to. But that's a decent price for something coming from Japan, and I hope that they do sell. I'll showcase them once they send them to me. I've been emailing their PR person a little bit back and forth, but she asked if I would wanted to show them. I said sure, be happy to. So I'll do that when once they arrive. I'll do a video on those. Any word on more 41 Willis releases coming up? No idea. I'm sure we'll see it again somewhere. More Japanese brands. I'd love to see it too. Am I going to see Hobbs and Shaw? Probably when it's on like HBO or something. You guys will laugh. I watched. I saw that the Fast and Furious, the first one. was on Netflix, and so I watched it. I don't think I ever saw it before. So, because I couldn't remember any parts of it. Um, and and I was like, man, maybe I thought I had seen it, but I don't remember seeing it. So I think I just saw Fast and Furious for the first time. I have to say, I really do enjoy movies. I've got real opinions on movies. Fast and Furious, I they have been good to car culture and absolutely terrible to car culture, and the movies are kind of goofy. So I enjoy watching and seeing the cars and everything, and but yeah, I don't think I'd ever seen it before. So when was that? When was it out? 2000, 1998? I don't know. When is the podcast coming? Well, we'll have to wait and see. What else, guys? It was kind of funny. I was like, I thought I've seen this, but I don't remember any of this. Either it was just completely forgettable, or I never did see it. But yeah, it was kind of cool to see the cars and see kind of I mean, you can see that the Fast and Furious movies have evolved into like kind of like Ocean's 11, just caper movies they were pure car movies, right? There's a lot of talk about this and that and tuning a car, and so anyway, it was fun to watch though. I really enjoyed watching those again. What else? I'm looking around to see if there's anything to show you guys. When's the Desert Rally video coming out? The McLaren makes the Hot Wheels version look basic. I mean, I know it's a cheap car compared, but still, no. I think the Hot Wheels is an amazing. Yeah, it would be nice to see the Tampos put together, but of course the Mini GT is going to be more detailed. I think Hot Wheels has done a phenomenal job with that casting. I think it's incredible. And you talk to Rio, he talks about how hard that one is to do, to shrink it down into a 4-part basic model. I think they did amazing. Jesse asked when the Desert Rally video is coming out. I would say most likely tomorrow. When we show it, then so Diego's asking as well. You guys are seeing those cars right there, right? Obviously, I've done the video. I just got to edit it. Show us the Senna against the Hot Wheels one. I've already done that, but I don't know if I have that Hot Wheels Senna right around here. But I think it's great. TLV Lancers are awesome. By the way, Japan Booster just got them. The next batch, there's a yellow and a red one. They look phenomenal. They sent pictures. They'll be made available on the on their eBay store, Japan Booster eBay store, Monday or Tuesday. So those are available, and they are awesome. So just got that email. What else, guys? We have a couple more minutes. Mike got the Street Tuners, pre-ordered it. It's a great set. It's a great set. Totally worth getting. "2020 treasure hunt." I will show that I've obviously shown you guys that I have the next 3 supers. Mattel sent them to me. They aren't of the league. These are proper. But I won't do this one until we get the 2020 A case. That's when that super will be, you can see right here. So it's, get it in focus. So it's the A case super. So until I get the A case, which P case comes out probably this week. And then P case is this week. And then I'm guessing September we'll see the Q case. That's the final case of 2019. And so A case will probably be somewhere mid to late September, early October is when we'll see it. And that's when I'll showcase it. Any Barago Ferraris? I've had some. I probably have some in storage somewhere. But once they sublet the license to Tomica, I've been pretty happy with that. Zach thinks people dog on Hot Wheels too much. Oh, I completely agree. There's no reason to compare. I mean, it's fun to put them together. Tomic Limited Vintage, and but if you are fully just straightforward comparing Hot Wheels and Matchbox to like Tomic Limited Vintage or Tarmac or Kyosho, it's just that doesn't make any sense. It's a different way of collecting. I like collecting different brands, but the way I collect Auto World is very different than the way I collect Tomic Limited Vintage, which is very different the way I collect Hot Wheels and Matchbox. And let's be honest, Hot Wheels just has mojo right now. Car culture is just the coolest. And what they're doing, if someone wants, if someone wants them to be Auto World or them to be Tomic Limited Vintage, then go buy Auto World or Tomic Limited Vintage. I think what Hot Wheels is doing is off the charts cool. They are the coolest diecast company by a mile. I mean, I love collecting these other brands, but Hot Wheels just has it going on. There's just so much style. They're so linked into so many things. I mean, those guys that are designing and marketing, my goodness, you would be surprised at what they have their hands in. It's phenomenal. So exciting. Yep, John's talking about the door slammers. Yeah, the van showed it at the convention out in Malaysia, and there's stuff that he hasn't shown, guys, that you will be super excited about. I'll just say that. I get to see some of it because I'm on an NDA, and so all I can say is you'll be excited about it. I can't say much more than that. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna shut this down in a minute. If you want to ask a couple other questions, then we'll be done. And look forward to what in about 5.5, 6 hours, we will be doing the gasser video, which is a pretty fun one. So, you want to see the Holly gasser? Oh, that's easy. There you go. I'm guessing that's not the one you were talking about, but that's a Holly gasser. So, and Wesley's saying there's a new Hot Wheels Fast and Furious premium set. There are several coming out. Some of them have been leaked, but not all. There's still a lot more to be surprised about. So it's too bad that those things leak. All right. Okay, guys, I think I am going to shut this down. Look forward to the video tonight. I'll be on, the video is already recorded and edited and ready to go, but I'll be on the chat so we can chat if you want to do that while that video goes. And it's a pretty fun one. And then, yeah, I think you'll see Desert Rally tomorrow, and then a special cool little wrinkle in Hot Wheels ID that I'll showcase on Tuesday. All right, guys, have fun. Have a good Sunday. Bye.